As dawn broke over the fields and hills around the Sea of Galilee, a multitude gathered, drawn by the lure of whispered wisdom and the promise of spiritual enlightenment. At the heart of this gathering stood Jesus, a humble teacher whose words had already begun to transform lives in a way few could have imagined. Jesus ascended a gentle hill and seated himself, drawing in a breath that seemed to deepen the quiet around them. An expectant hush fell over the crowd, a tapestry of people woven from disparate threads, fishermen and farmers, rich and poor, the curious and the devoted. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven, he began, his voice carrying across the slope with a clarity that transcended the simple language. Each word seemed to stitch itself into the fabric of their hearts. The Sermon on the Mount, as it became known, unfolded in layers, addressing the very essence of humanity. It spoke of humility and mourning, transforming them from burdens into blessings. Those who listened felt a flicker of understanding, a shared glimpse into a higher existence where mercy and purity of heart were strengths rather than weaknesses. Among those gathered was Miriam, a young widow who carried the weight of her loss like a cloak about her shoulders. Beside her sat Aaron, a tax collector disgraced by his own actions, seeking redemption in the words of this man. As Jesus continued, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God." Miriam felt a tear slide down her cheek, not of grief, but of a new hope, a whispered promise that peace could reside not just outside her, but within her. For Aaron, each word was a chiseling of the stone that enclosed his heart. The call to turn the other cheek, to love enemies and not merely tolerate them, was a challenge that to him seemed insurmountable, yet it beckoned him toward a path of righteousness. Jesus spoke of laws, not the rigid rules their society clung to, but laws of the Spirit, where hatred was the real enemy and love the ultimate commandment. As the sun reached its zenith, casting a golden light over the assembly, Jesus concluded with words that would echo through time. "Build on solid rock," he implored them, "for the rains will come, and only those foundations will endure." The people dispersed, carrying with them seeds of truth and compassion that would grow within their communities. The Sermon on the Mount became more than an event. It became a legacy, an enduring beacon guiding those who chose to walk in the light of his teachings.